welcome to another vlog here on the World of Coasters. Today we're here at Alton Towers for a couple of days. We're going to only be vlogging one day, but we're here for the weekend.
On their 40th anniversary.
Yeah, 40th anniversary. We were looking to come here, actually we were booked to come here on opening day back in March. However, the park closed the day before everything was due to open.
Oh my
so
God, that's a bit of rain.
Our hotel closed. It's not meant to rain today. Yeah, the hotel we booked closed, and obviously the park didn't open, so we've had to wait until, what is it today, the 11th of July?
Yeah.
And we were at Blackpool yesterday, we're here today. I think we're going to start the day with the GCI Woody that is Wicker Man. But yeah, I'm really excited to have a look at what they've got on offer for this year. Obviously it's the 40th anniversary this year, so they've got their birthday cake out. It's kind of a bit of a bad birthday for them, isn't it, the fact they can open. Obviously today we'll be looking at the social distancing in place around the park. Got to say the entry was really good. The monorail is closed at the moment for obvious reasons. They've got markers all the way down on the pathway there.
And then they give you a number, and then you follow the number round to like the bag check and the check-in. So it's really spread out, yeah. Like
the time at the moment, it's only just coming up to 2:45, and they're already letting guests in because obviously they don't want it backing up.
It's actually raining.
It's not forecast to. Stop it.
I do not have an umbrella.
Anyway, we're going over to Wicker Man first. This is a fully booked Saturday, so we're going to see what the crowds are like. So on entry, you're meant to have a pre-booking. We did show the attendant our pre-booking. However, we scanned our annual pass and that let us in. I don't know whether that's because it links to the number of my annual pass. I don't know, because I know some people like to put 0000 in so they can get their booking in nice and quick. However, I put our annual pass number, so that might be why our annual passes worked, but I don't know.
There's a couple of things from today that if you went last weekend, you might not know. They have reopened Rita, firstly.
Yes.
They are going to open 13th, but I don't think whilst we're here. And the Sky Ride is open, so we'll be showing that as well, because obviously you wouldn't have seen Dark Forest, would you?
Ride one of the day, Wicker Man. They've opened the queue line and it looks pretty rammed, but we're just going to queue in it. Yeah, hope for the best. Like, hopefully the queue won't be too long, but we'll soon find out.
Right at the end, this is the last bit of the queue.
Yeah, this is literally in the extension line now. There are markings on the floor, which is good to know. They are rubbing out already though, which isn't too great. But yeah, we'll see you when we get to the entrance of the Wicker Man. We're just about to go into the Wicker Man station. You're going to have to put you in the bag hold. We'll see you when we get off the ride. Right, so we've just come off our first ride of the day. Wicker Man, Louise, looking at the new Wicker Man coat they've got.
It's £80 or wow, that's expensive.
It's got good embroidered logo and all that, and this like fake fur hood. It's quite nice. I think, you know, I might look at it.
Look at the back of it.
Oh, that is cool. I do like. But yeah, we've just come off first ride of the day, the Wicker Man. We got row 4 on there.
We never get front row.
Like, not that Woody really has a good front row experience, but it's the only position on that roller coaster we haven't sat in. Like, we've sat in every row but row 1. Yeah, we're in the shop now. They're just cleaning the ride down, so that's why there's no one behind us. We were like just got off and they started the deep clean. We waited. Oh, these are cool.
Oh, fridge magnets.
Very nice and shiny. We waited an hour 10 minutes from that, which was from Rope Drop, which I don't think that's too bad. They were advertising it at 120 minutes, which I never believe. So yeah, I think Alton Towers are dealing with the social distance very well. People in the queue were socially distancing well. What did you think of the social distancing though?
It was good, yeah. It was well thought out.
Yes.
Chevrons.
Yes, everywhere they have these chevrons on the floor. The only thing I will say is every now and then they were a bit worn out already, so they...
Like towards the beginning, and then they're like this.
All the way through.
And some of them are 2 meters and some of them are a meter.
Further, yeah. So with our first ride done, we're going to head over to Tango Canyon now. I don't know whether Congo River Rapids is open yet, but they were testing the boats, so we're going to have a look around that way, head up towards Nemesis, that sort of way. Jewel is closed today. I think they're going to be opening it soon, but not yet.
Whilst we're here.
They've basically got to get a procedure in place. They've got all their signage up, as you've probably already seen, so it says to keep to left on the paths. I'd probably say they could probably put some markings on the floor.
I was going to just say that actually, because in Blackpool it's very, very clear.
Yeah.
But I think people would miss that. It's quite small.
So here's the path, so you can go both ways down either. I think later we're going to come through this one, which goes through the Wicker Man. That path is only open for special events and very rarely, so it'd be nice to get some shots that you can't normally get of the Wicker Man, because that goes straight through the middle of it, under the hill and everything. But yeah, as we head round to Tango Canyon, there is no one in this area, but I can see it does look like Congo River is open now. There are people in the queue. So here are the new Freestyle Machines that are in Alton Towers. You've obviously got the same as Fort Park, so you can get them here, and they're actually open. It's got this one open here, and the other ones are closed for social distancing. I was just saying to Louise, we might invest in one of those freestyle mugs. I think they're either a tenner or £8 for annual pass holders. I know they're £8 in Fort Park to reactivate. However, Fort Park didn't have theirs open, so...
Well, not on the day.
No, not on the day we went. But yeah, I do like the Freestyle Machines. I think they give you a good option for drinks, and obviously you can really get your money's worth, because it does cost like £2 to £3 for a drink here. Right, so we're now in the heart of Tango Canyon. We decided against going on the Congo River Rapids for now because we need lavatory breaks, and the nearest toilet is down by Jewel, which is a one-way system, so when we get down there we can't come back up without going all the way back round. So we're going to just head straight for Forbidden Valley and probably get Nemesis and Galactica out of the way. So far I'm quite impressed with the crowd levels. I imagine they're still admitting people at the moment. It is only just gone 11 o'clock. But yeah, so far I'm quite happy with how Alton Towers are handling this. Oh, I may stand corrected. There is actually arrows here saying that we can go the other way, so we might come back to Tango Canyon in a minute. We'll decide in a minute. So the haunted house at the moment, Jewel, is currently closed, obviously because it is a ride that requires you to use blasters. One thing that I will say though is, you know, when we went to Chessington, Tomb Blaster was open, which is the exact same ride system. Well, I say ride system, it has the same premise. Obviously, Jewel, you're in your own vehicle. Tomb Blaster, you're in a long vehicle of about 20 to 24 people. So I don't really understand why this one isn't open. Maybe they just don't have a plan in action for this one, or maybe they're looking at potentially taking the blasters off for this season. We'll soon find out. So sadly the monorail is not in use, which is one of the iconic things about going to Alton Towers, but we kind of got used to not using it. I think a lot recently it really struggles, the monorail, doesn't it? Like, I think more times than not recently there's either ice on the track or it's got a technical problem. so I don't really miss not using it. But it is one of those things that's like really iconic and kind of like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Disney, because it's like got the monorail. Disney has the monorail as well. But they're actually all parked up there. You can have a look at them. So you can kind of see the station ones. You can see 5 of them. So you can see the. Let's have a look what we can see. You got the Celebration. No, sorry, the Mutiny Bay monorail, the Alton Towers Hotel monorail, the Strawberry monorail, the Sea Life monorail, and the Splash Landings. So they have got more, but I think they're parked behind. So over here we've got the old site of Nemesis Subterra, obviously standing not operating. Was made into a horror maze, Project 15 I believe it was called, I can't actually remember. But it's been the horror maze for a couple of years now. It would be nice if they finally do something with this, but obviously I think it's going to be pushed back a few years. You know, you've got a whole ride building here, old dark ride, which I would love to see in use again. Right, so as we head down into the Forbidden Valley, Nemesis doesn't actually have a long queue. I remember when we were just about to get on Wicker Man, it was advertised in 5 minutes. Like I say though, Nemesis is running at full capacity other than obviously groups per row, which is going to help the queues massively. So Nemesis is operating its old extension queue, which actually hasn't been used since about the early noughties. So you can actually go right up to the back of the chain lift here. Obviously Nemesis never gets a queue this long, but to help with the social distancing, they obviously have opened all the extension queue up they can to eat up the queue. Here you get some good views from behind Nemesis Subterra, and obviously parts of the temporary horror maze that they have in for Scarefest. Yeah, this queue is quite old, as you can probably see. There's moss on all of the supports. Quite interesting. Even to the point of old signage. There is social distancing markers in the queue, but again they're quite faint, but they are noticeable. This is advertising a 35-minute queue now, so hopefully it won't be too long seeing as it's running at full capacity. So here's an angle I don't think I've ever seen in the flesh. Obviously this is the top of the chain, so from here you notice how tall or not tall the hill is. Obviously it goes down into the like ravine they've built for the ride, so actually when you look at the drop it really isn't that tall at all. That's literally it. The high point of Nemesis, like it's only that. It only gets so much speed because it goes down into that man-made hole in the ground, or the Nemesis beast hole in the ground, where the ride picks up a lot more speed around this corner. When you come from here you really notice how big the drop is from up the top of the hill down into the hole. Like, it's really deep down. It actually has a massive drop when you look at it like this. Here is the unused queue. This is the full extension queue, but I don't think they'd be able to open this bit. It's a little bit overgrown. For those of you wondering, that extra extension queue goes all the way around here. You can just kind of make it out up here. But that hasn't been used in decades, that one. So we've just come off of what I can only say is an amazing ride on Nemesis. I do love it. I don't know how anyone can say Nemesis Inferno is better than that.
The people that say that don't like thrills.
Like this is like, it's so intense, it's amazing. We got second row, as you probably saw. Yeah, I'll tell you about that in a minute. But yeah, as Louise was saying, we got stuck on the ride mainly because I'm like in between notches, and during the ride, as we hit the brakes, my harness went down one more notch, and it's so tight I could barely breathe tight. So when he was releasing it, it's like obviously pushing on the ratchet system, which means I can't release my belt, and Louise can't release hers. And they're trying to push on the restraint, but
and then the front row couldn't do it either because they're all linked. I think the two front.
Maybe, but I was pulling down. I had operators pushing down on me, but it's like, yeah, it's gone so tight. And even, I don't know what they were doing, but they were just constantly pushing the lot open. They were like 1, 2, 3, and it finally released. But yeah, a great ride on that. We're going to come back for Galactica later. Like I said, we're here tomorrow, so if we don't get a chance to do it today, we will do it tomorrow. We're going to go towards Tango Canyon and go on the river rapids.
And maybe the Runaway train whilst we're there.
Yeah, if the queue isn't too bad. And then we'll probably catch the Sky Ride up towards Forbidden Valley in 13, even though 13 is closed. Right, so we've joined the queue for Congo River Rapids now. We're going to give the Runaway train a miss because it's literally right to capacity at the moment, so we'll give that one a miss. That's only advertising a half-hour queue, but I'd probably say it's half an hour on a regular day from full capacity queue, so I don't quite know. This one is only advertising 20 minutes, and we can almost certainly guarantee we're going to get our own boat, which is good for the picture. Right, so the queue for Congo River Rapids is substantially shorter, being a higher capacity ride. It's just queuing from the bridge going over to the main rotating platform, so we're looking at maybe a 5-minute queue for this. I think after this we're going to aim to catch the Sky Ride right across to Dark Forest to have a look what we can see of the wonderful world of David Walliams, which was meant to be opening this year, but sadly isn't, and to try and go on Rita and have a look at what's going on with 13 at the moment. So running next to the queue is the pathway that was open when Wicker Man was under construction. I don't know when we're going to be going down this path, but I would like to at some point today because you get some really good views of the Wicker Man. Also in the woodlands here, got some leftover relics from when the log flume was here. Some of the concrete bases and hilltops, there's one over there, from when the log flume was in place, but obviously they're not going to remove them because they have solid concrete. Well, Congo River Rapids turned out just to be a 5-minute queue like I said, so that was brilliant. We got on that really quickly. So we've decided to brave the Runaway train queue. Louise really wanted to go on it, so we're going to actually see whether this is a half-an-hour queue.
I had to wait an hour and 10 minutes for Luke's to go on Wicker Man.
You wanted to do it. I said Smiler. I'm going to get you on that later. So the Runaway train has obviously also got chevrons for the social distancing and is using the extension queue. I'd probably say it's about a 40-minute wait from here in regular times. So with the reduced capacity and the social distancing, you're probably looking at about 20 to 30 minutes, but we're soon in now. So now we're up in the main part of the queue. You can actually see the social distancing is really good in this queue. So I don't think we're going to be waiting long at all. Right, so I can gladly say that the queue time for the Runaway train wasn't as long as advertised. It advertised a 30-minute queue and it only took about 20 minutes to get on the ride. The social distancing was really good in that queue, so it wasn't too much of a problem. We're going to head over to the Sky Ride now and catch the Sky Ride all the way to the back of the park to go have a look at Rita and 13 in the Dark Forest. I'd probably say. We're on the Sky Ride. We had to wait while they sent some empty cars, about 10 empty cars around to the middle station, because obviously they can't put groups in the same gondola at the moment.
So you don't know if someone's going to stop here or they're going to go all the way around.
We're going all the way to the end, so obviously the middle station where Nemesis and all that is, I imagine the queue's going ballistic there.
Yeah.
So we're on now, we're going all the way over to the wonderful world of David Walliams to see what we can see. I know it isn't open yet, but we're going to see what we can see, and we're also going to go into the Dark Forest.
So excited!
It gets a nice views from the Sky Ride, obviously the Wicker Man. It's not an extension queue anymore, it's probably got only about a 40-minute queue, maybe a half-hour queue. Let's get on this again before the end of the day, but there's no biggie if we don't, because we're here tomorrow. So yeah, at the moment the plan that we've got in mind is to have a look at David Walliams, go to the Dark Forest, do our rides in there, maybe stop off for some food, and then head down to X Sector. I'm still working on getting Louise to go on the Smiler, there's no telling, but park shuts at 5, so there is a chance.
I might do it when I'm not on the vlog.
Well, if she does it, I'll make sure I put it in the credit end part of the video that she did on the day we didn't vlog. We can't see too well because the glass is quite frosted and scratched, but we're just about to go from the Forbidden Valley leg of the journey now through to the Dark Forest. So we're just about to take off now, just coming to the end of the station chain and going onto the main wire. Obviously get some spectacular views from up here. You're actually 200 foot off the ground for those who aren't too good with heights. You get a great view over the surrounding area. And if we look towards the park, you can see all the towers and the rest of the gardens. The pagoda down the bottom is now fully functional because it's been restored over the past few seasons. And well, that really does look good. I haven't seen it for quite some time. We can see Rita in all its glory. Queue-wise, it looks like the extension queue is open for it, but I don't know how long that is. Maybe half an hour to 40 minutes. We'll soon find out. So this is as far as you can go at the moment towards the wonderful world of David Walliams.
I'm guessing that's what that sign is.
Yeah, that looks like that's the sign, but obviously they've closed the area off and it's not open until 2021 now, so they don't want to reveal it quite yet. Dungeons is obviously closed as well. I don't know whether that'll be open later in the season, but if it is, it can be opened quite easily. But yeah, it's all fenced off around here, so you can't even go towards the dungeons at the moment. Hex is also closed.
You know why that is, don't you? It's all of this, it's all the extra paths and the greenery. They don't want people to walk over. And
no, they don't want. It's
easier just to fence it all off.
Yep. So, are we going into the Dark Forest now?
Yeah, let's go.
Right, so entering the Dark Forest now. This only reopened a couple of days ago, so a lot of it is still closed, including the first Squincher store and a few of the games. They have got a refill station over by the Rita photo area, which is good to see. And it is quite busy here, but these are for the food outlets along here. Right, so we've just stopped off and had something to eat, and we're sitting around the back of where Rita sits. Obviously this used to be part of Ugland and it was used back in the day. I can't remember what for, but it was all open around this side as well. But now it's been blocked off by the arcade on this side of the launch on Rita. No one ever comes around here. Obviously you've got 13 over here, which is currently closed. We'll give our what we think about like the overall take on the day. Like, I'm quite impressed with Alton Towers. I think they're doing a good job.
It's been the best of all the Merlin parks, hasn't it?
But as you said to me yesterday, they have to lead by example. They are the flagship. They are the biggest, most popular theme park in the UK, and yeah, I think that they are doing a good job. You know, the ride-ups are doing a good job, and just the general markings. I'll probably say when we got lunch a minute ago, that could have used with some fine-tuning, but I think that's the thing.
They've only just opened this area.
Yeah, that's the thing. They need fine-tuning with all of this. Like, it's something that will take time, and obviously the cooperation of people. But yeah, can't fault them yet. We're obviously near Rita at the moment, but I don't know when we're going to do it because when we walked past it a moment ago, the queue was literally out of the entrance towards the arcade, advertising 60-minute plus. We'll have a look over at 13 in a minute. Obviously it is closed, but we can have a look at the entrance, and then we'll walk down to X sector and see what they've got to offer there. Apparently Smiler's broken down at the moment, so
not Nemesis. Oblivion's got the longest queue in the park at the moment, even over Wickerman. So
I love Oblivion.
It's such a short ride.
They've probably got one group per train.
God.
No, I think they should be able to social distance on that because, of course, the trains are quite big, so they'll probably load each row, but it'll be groups and then a gap.
Like diagonal.
Yeah, most likely. Alright, so the queue for Rita has died off substantially, so we'll potentially go on it, or do you want to miss it? What do you want to do, Lou?
I think we should go on it, because I just have this horrible feeling it will be close to one. I don't want.
Okay, well it is queuing to the end of the queue, but it's up to you. This one is on Louise. So we've been queuing for over an hour 15 minutes coming up. It's broken down twice. We're quite close to the front of the queue now, but it's a bit of a shame because it broke down for like 20-25 minutes. It's back up and operational. We're really close to the front of the queue now, and it's gone down again, so we're going to have to bide our time. It's coming up to 3:45 now, so I think if it's not back operational by 4 o'clock, we're just going to leave the queue and just have to bite the bullet on this one, because otherwise we're going to waste most of the day. Right, so we've been waiting about 10 minutes on this breakdown, and they announced over the radios that they're going to be closing the queue line, so we're just being kicked out the queue. We've been waiting about an hour and a half now, so I wonder if we're going to fast track.
I'm going to be saying something, because I am a Karen.
Okay, so as you saw back then, we were ejected from the Rita queue after waiting.
We were third in line.
Yeah, because of the social distancing, there were only 3, maybe 4 groups in front of us. Obviously the people in the air gates as well, but probably on the next train as it would go, and they cleared out the queue. It's just a little bit frustrating because Rita, like, in no way is worth over an hour wait, in my opinion.
I just thought, like, I had this horrible feeling Rita would be shut tomorrow. But I think that bad feeling was that.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to head over to the box office like the member of staff. Well, Louise is going to be a Karen.
I complained and everyone's looking at me. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not happy. Twice it broke down.
The member of staff said to go to box office to see about getting a complimentary fast track. If the box office queue is too long, though, we're going to go at the end of the day and potentially get a complimentary fast track tomorrow.
Tomorrow if you want.
But yeah, that's a real shame because we have like spent the last 2 hours up this end of the park now for nothing. It feels like the day started off really well and it's just lost all its pace.
Don't forget, we also queued for the Sky Ride for like 25 minutes to get over there.
Well, the thing is, this happened with us on 13, I think last time we came here. And it's one of those things that can't be helped. I know when these rides break down, they can't get them back up sometimes. It's just frustrating. So we got to go all the way to the entrance, and like I say, if the queue's too long, we'll just go to X sector, enjoy the rest of our day, and go to the box office at the end of the day. One other thing I forgot to mention, the park is actually going to be open until 5:30 now, which is good.
I think that's because it is at capacity today, and I think so many, like, the queues are so long today.
I think they've realised how busy it is. Like, just to give you a context, I know Rita's just kicked out, so you've got the whole queue like spewing out towards the entrance in various areas, but
to complain.
It is quite busy. Like, not saying it's overly busy. I wouldn't say like, oh no, you can't social distance, but it is busier than probably it has been. Here we got battle galleons. This is a great one for the summer sun. I'm surprised this one's in operation actually, considering the likes of Jules not in operation, and that is a heavily interactive ride, battle galleons, but I will only go on that one if it's blistering hot because you can get soaked on it. Anyway, the weather's changed quite beautiful now. It's cloudy, but it's nice and warm. We just got to go across the grass towards box office, which I believe is the green building.
Yeah, that one.
No, that's Towers Trading on the right. So we're going to the green one, and like I say, failing that, we'll be going over to the X sector over there. A beautiful park. Luckily the queue isn't too bad at the box office.
It could break down though.
It could break down, yeah, technical issues. Right, so we got scene 2 relatively quick in the box office, which was good, and they handled it very well. I'm quite happy with what they gave us. We were expecting like a complimentary fast track or something like that.
Yeah, I was expecting a fast track.
But they've given us magic money, and that's £20 per person. So we've just been basically given 40 quid of free money to use in the store.
Yeah,
which...
so it is worth complaining if stuff like that does happen to you and it has really put you out of your day.
Yeah.
Because that has really affected our day.
Like, and I assume we'll be able to get annual pass discount on top of that, and like, that's not bad. I'm quite happy with that. They're valid for today and today only, so we have to spend them.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
We will. We will find something we want. But we're going over to the X sector now, and the plan is to go on Oblivion. I would like to get Louise on Smiler, but I don't think she will. Right, so the first time in the 2020 season, we're heading into the X sector now. We haven't been here all day because we've been spending most of the day in the dark forest. But yeah, the Smiler is at 120 minutes, and Oblivion is at 60. I think we're going to do Oblivion because Smiler is right to the entrance. Like, it's a bit of a shame, but I'll see if I can get Louise on Smiler tomorrow. Right, so here we are at probably what will be the last ride of the day, Oblivion, estimating a 65-minute queue. We'll soon find out. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, let's hope this one doesn't break down. This is a B&M, so it's a good, reliable ride. I was about to say, God bless Swiss engineering, but I just realised Rita is an Intamin ride, and that also is Swiss. So it's kind of like, let's just hope this is better Swiss engineering, eh? B&M, the 1998 dive coaster, the first one in the world. Hasn't got anything to it other than the drop, but it is a good roller coaster. So I don't know what it is, but me and Louise are really not having much luck today, are we, Louise? We're in the queue for Oblivion. We've been waiting about 20 minutes?
Yeah, about 20
minutes. Yeah, it's broken now.
It's broken now.
So we're just going to wait it out and hope for the best.
I'm just going to sit on this step and just let me know when it's ready, guys.
Are you going to sit here and cry?
Yeah.
So hopefully it won't be down for long. But we're not having much luck today. I was just saying a minute ago, I was like, it hasn't dispatched in like a few minutes, but the queue was still moving. And then we got the fateful attention announcement, and it was like, no. Okay, we have some hope in the form of an empty ride car. Go, little ride car. Please reopen, otherwise I will cry. Been about 10 minutes now. They've been sending test cars around. Hopefully these will be the ones. I think they might be having an issue with the restraints on this vehicle, because from what I could see there were some engineers right near the restraints, like slowly pushing them down on each ratchet. So hopefully it's just an issue with that. But they've dispatched the next one already, so hopefully we'll be starting to load again very shortly. Right, so after 15 minutes they appear, I say they appear to be loading, because they've just let these people through the gates. Yeah, and they're getting on. So the ride's back in operation. Hopefully we won't be long. Right, so we're back on the move now. One thing I will say, and this was the same for the Rita breakdown we were in earlier, they didn't actually announce that the ride was reopened.
No, it's a bit of communication, that's all you need.
That's the thing, normally they say like, oh, we'll let you know when it's reopened, obviously at the Tango, the ride's now back in operation. They just haven't. It's kind of like, please, just let us know, because I've just been looking through the station walls. Yes, it's running now, which is a good sign. Over there is the Smiler, which sadly Louise hasn't had a chance to go on today, but hopefully tomorrow, but you won't see that because I'm not vlogging tomorrow, which is a shame. That is the final ride of the day. The time has just gone 5:30. It's actually 5:37 right now. So we are going towards the exit of the park now. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I've just blinded you with the light. 1 second. So we're going to head towards the shop now and go spend our £20 each of free goodies. I think I'm going to buy one of the new t-shirts because I think they're about 20 quid each. But yeah, I've had an okay day, other than the fact of the obvious with Rita.
And that did break down. But
Oblivion broke down, but it was fixed very quickly. You know, I can't really fault them overall. I think the social distancing has been implemented well here again. I wouldn't say the park's over capacity, I'd just say that maybe they should, you know, the queues are getting too long here. Anyway, we'll see you over in the shop as we are leaving the X sector. I don't think it's Merlin's day today. We just walked past the Spinball Wizard and that's just being evacuated. I wonder if it's because the rides haven't been used heavily over the past few months. Maybe they're showing it a bit. But yeah, it's just a bit funny, to be honest. So, like I say, park's closed now, so everyone's heading towards the exit. Hopefully there won't be a massive queue for the shop, because that will have a capacity at the moment. Right, so we're in our final queue of the day, which is the Towers Trading Company. Obviously, like I said, we have £20 to spend in here each, plus whatever we want to add on top of it. So we're going to queue for this. Right, so it seems to be managed like all the other Merlin parks do, just a queue to get in, which is snaking around. I think it's being acted out quite well at the moment, and they're telling you what you have to do when you go into the store if you handle any goods. So we're in the shop, and it's been like this for ages, but down the bottom of the shop at the entrance, this is the general entrance anyway, it's all sweets, so we normally avoid this area. These Alton Towers buckets, these are £8.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying. I kind of reckon they're hoping you spend your vouchers on that sort of thing, but no, we're heading straight towards the merch. Gonna get myself a £20 t-shirt. So obviously it is the 40th anniversary of Alton Towers this year, so they've got some new merch. By Cure Toys, I like, so the quality's there. We also got the new t-shirts with the embroidered logo in, which are pretty cool. Do these have a price on them? These are £22, so pretty cool, but I'm going to have a look around before I make my selection. I'm quite surprised they have this operating at the moment, because in all the other Merlin parts have been, so it's been closed, but if someone's cleaning it constantly, then I guess it's quite good. Again, here's the coat that I really like the look of. Like, it's 80 quid, so even with £20 off, I'm not going to buy that because I don't need it at the moment. And I think I'm going to get a t-shirt. What's this? Lots of new merch. We've got these metallic Wicker Man bottles. They have a nice wood effect on them, pretty cool. And new Wicker Man t-shirts and merch. Got some new bottles this year. Louise has just seen, £8. I'd get that. That's pretty cool. They've got loads of these metallic magnets and they're pretty cool. So you've got Nemesis, 13, Oblivion, Wicker Man, Smiler, Galactica and Rita, so all the big roller coasters here. So we've got the Smiler merch, and this is the t-shirt I've gone for. It's 20 quid, but I do like the design on that one. Smiler logo and the paintwork. Some more 2020 merch. I do like these. These are pretty cool. These Smiler collapsible bottles. They stretch out and look like that and collapse down. And also they've got a new Smiler mug for this year. Right, so that is the end of another successful day at Alton Towers. I've had a really good day. Like, we're back here tomorrow, but I'm not going to be vlogging the occasion, as I've said already. Like, it started off as an amazing day. It was a bit of a shame with what happened with Rita, but I feel that Alton Towers have gone above and beyond with helping us on that.
Yeah,
like we kind of had to go out our way to sort it out, but you know,
it just shows if you at least try and talk to someone,
yeah.
You know, you don't have to be rude, but you try and reason with people, you know, it means no odds if they give you a free fast track or whatever. Most of the time they're quite happy to do it for you, so.
And we've just spent in this shop, I spent before annual pass discount £29. I got that Smiler t-shirt, a choo-choo pin, and another magnet, yeah, sorry, and a new pin badge for my collection. That cost 23 quid, so it literally cost £3 for all that. And Louise went on a little spending spree.
I didn't.
You spent how much? Before discount?
£14, but before all everything that we had, like the free money and the discount, it should have been £42.50, but I spent £14, so it's quite a saving.
So to be honest, I think Alton Towers have done quite good, because I personally wasn't going to buy any merchandise, so they've got £3.20.
And you're still promoting their stuff, aren't you?
So yeah, I've had a really good day. I feel that Alton Towers are doing social distancing very well. The rides are being operated pretty good as it goes, and I'm excited to come back here again. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, by all means leave a like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're on Instagram, so make sure you check the link out in the description below and follow us on there for all our updates live as they come. And we'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye!